I'm Lisa from Shady Tree Stitches.
And I'm Carla from Craft Addict K.
And
we're
are
here.
two of the admins from the NoNewStarts 2022.
Yay!
And why
Everybody
are we
getting
here
excited?
Yes. What are we going to do today, Carla? Why are we here?
We are here to kind of give you the layout of what all of our challenges are going to be for 2022 and get you started. So Lisa's going to talk about some of our weekly and maybe monthly challenges. And I'm going to tell you what the year-long challenge is that everybody's been buzzing about.
Oh,
so you finally get the new release of what it is. So very excited.
Okay, so first of all, a couple of housekeeping rules is that, remember, NoNewStarts 2022 is about you not starting anything or not starting everything. And you are going to be, you have to participate in the group in one of the three main challenges, which is either the NoNewStarts with none, 22 and 22, where you have 22 focus pieces up to, or WorkYourWIPS, where you're going to be working on your WIPs. You can earn new starts. And we're going to be telling you today about how all that's going to work. So if you have any other friends who you think like the sound of what we're talking about today and they want to join the group, still open, come join us. But it is a condition of participating in all the things we're talking about today. You have to be doing one of those three and you have to stick to it for the year. That's the criteria, okay? We want to see those WIPs gone.
And we're hoping that the challenges that we've come up with is going to help you to work on those WIPs and get those stitches in, because we do have a stitch requirement this year that we did not have in 2021. So it is not too much that anybody can't do it. I think we figured about 50 stitches a day or 1,500 stitches total for the whole month. And that can be on multiple projects. It doesn't just have to be on one project. So we definitely think it's doable. And if you participate in any of the challenges, you'll easily meet that expectation.
Yes.
So,
and one other thing before we tell you is to clarify any new starts that you are planning in 22 and 22 or in WorkYourWIPS, because you will be given some new starts and you'll be able to earn some. We don't need to know what they are. You do not have to have any stitches done in those whatsoever. You can choose to use something else, but you don't have to have it prepared by the end of the year. You can just put aside new start yet to come. If you know what it is, great, put a cover photo, new start yet to come. All right, so just clarify that. All right, let's get into it. So I am so excited. We had so much fun in 2021 with our games and little events that we thought we needed to keep doing them. And we've shuffled a couple around. We've looked at who was participating and what they were enjoying. And we are going to have something for everyone. Not every event is for everybody, but we have tried to find an event that will suit every type of stitcher. So the first thing we're going to have is for the more laid back, don't like to count your stitches, just want to do some stitching with a bit of a direction stitches. And they are our monthly events. Every month, we will be continuing with the Zodiac event, but it's not going to be the one we had in 2021. It's going to be the Chinese Zodiac. So
very neat.
Going to have the same sort of idea where there'll be a couple of things that you fit your WIP into. You put a start, you put a finish, and for every one you do, you earn a raffle entry. Pretty simple. Doesn't have to be, it can be timed, it can be not stitched, it can just be a start and finish as long as we can see the progress. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed, and it will be running in the middle of months again. So it's actually going to start like we did last year on the 21st of December this year, because we want to fit all 12 Zodiacs in. And that way it gives you something just to start with at that end of the year when everything else is wrapped up and you're still stitching and you want something to stitch for. So the Chinese Zodiac will kick off at the end of this year. So you can look forward to that. We're also going to run a little event every couple of months, or for a couple of months, 7 months during the year, of get to know your admin team. And this is going to replace our birthday sale. It's like the birthday sale, but the admin team are going to give you the criteria. So it might be like our favorite color, our favorite animal, I don't know. Like everyone will say, Lisa's will mean you have to stitch on a house.
And Carla likes her animals.
Yes. So, you know, and again, it's going to be just like the birthday sales were in 2021. You post a start, you post a finish, you fit your WIP into it somehow. chillaxed, really good. Okay, everybody's favorite event, Scrabble, is going to be back. And Carla is not going to be running it this year.
No, so I'm not.
She's passed the baton to the lovely Laurie, who is going to be taking over the Scrabble. And it is going to be, you know, pretty much the same, except I think it's not going to change quite as rapidly. Carla likes to shuffle things up. And just a heads up for 2021 people, watch out for the last few months. But Scrabble, when there'll be letters drawn each month on a particular day, which was the 18th this year. And this in 2022, it's going to last for a couple of days, not just 24 hours. So you're going to have, you know, I don't know how many yet, 3 or 4 days to get your stitching done for the Scrabble. So you can look forward to continuing with Scrabble. We're also going to have popping in every few months the Riff-Off, which was very popular this year, where you fit your WIPs in and pass them on, and have Natalie's, I think, going to run that again, and with her special words. And you know, it's a bit like a domino thing where you can just work on a couple of different WIPs and get a couple of stitches into those. And
that's been one of my favorites this year, so definitely a fun one.
So it is a counting one, and it's for people who want to do, just like, I think she had 200 stitches this year. I'd say that'll probably stay, and you link one WIP to the next. And I think she ran that for a week. And then in other months, we will be having the WIP Frenzy again a couple of times, which is the quick fire, knock off 100 stitches on every WIP you can think of. No linkages needed, you just get them done. And that will also be lasting for a couple of days to a week. So you'll have a bit of time to get that through. Then we're going to have 2 new fast live events, which is super exciting. And we don't know how often these are going to run yet or when, but they're going to be over a weekend. And the first one is called Whip Chicken. And what is going to happen is you are going to enter the event, and you're going to start stitching. And you are going to post your stitches that you've done when you've done them. And the thing is, one of the admin team are going to come in at a certain random time that they feel like. You won't know which admin team it is, and they're going to call chicken. And when they call chicken, whoever was the last person to post their finish wins that round. And anyone who hasn't posted is out of that round. And then it's going to go live, and it's going to go for 24-ish hours, so that it's a live game. So obviously, when you go to sleep, well, you won't be participating in that little round, but you can come back in, and it's about trying to guess, can I get in just before they're going to call chicken? Because when on earth are they going to call chicken? So that will be pretty cool, I think. And also, we're going to do last whip standing, which is actually to do with, you're going to control it, not us. So Carla might start stitching, and the first thing she says is, we're going to stitch in 310. So everybody has to do 100 stitches in 310. The first person to finish their 100 stitches in 310 posts their 100 stitches, and then they say, okay, you're going to do B5200. So then you've got to do 100 stitches in B5200, and the first person to finish that gets to pick the next color. And basically you can keep going as long as you've got the color, and you can join in on any color, but you want to be the first one. So that's for the fast stitches. That is a fast-paced, energetic, let's get it done game.
Yeah.
No, not for everyone, but for the people who like that, it'll be really cool.
Not for confetti stitchers. Not for confetti stitchers.
For both those live events, we will be actually having a room on our 2022 No New Starts Zoom, so that you can actually jump in there and stitch, and we can be there saying, I'm almost there, Carla, how are you going? You're nearly there. And, lots of fun. So yeah. And on that, guys, we have the 2022 Zoom room. It is open now. If you want to come and sit and stitch to people, you want to ask questions, you need help, jump in, chat to us. Yep. At the moment, it's, not many people there because it's just started, but you can usually find people there most evenings in American and Australian time.
Yep.
Okay. We also then will be bringing back our very well-received Christmas in July event, a Halloween event, which you've yet to see for this year, and everyone's new favorite, Knock It Over.
That's been great. I've really been hitting them.
How many have you knocked over so far, Carla?
I'm on my 3rd one.
That's good.
So not bad. It's only the 7th.
Yes, I think I've done three in October, but I think I did another 3 like since I released the event before October. So that's
Nice.
all the little things you have to look forward to. We might have missed 1 or 2. We can't quite remember, but we're just going to schedule it out and you won't be too overwhelmed. Like this year, just every now and then there'll be a little event pop up you can do, trying to cater for different people on different days and all that sort of stuff. Okay, but oh my goodness, the yearly event.
I'm so excited.
And with all our little events and also in the yearly event, the reason for these is, apart from getting you working on your WIPs, like Carla said, is to give you opportunities to actually achieve and earn some things, rewards. And we have lots of rewards here. The first thing is that we're working towards the big raffle at the end. And so raffle entries are up to grab for pretty much anything we do. There could be a raffle entry up for grabs. Some of them are automatic, some of them are at admin's discretion. Admin can give away raffle tickets anytime they like. There's also lucky dip prizes. So certain events we might say, oh, you get a lucky dip, and that's where you get a nice little prize in your mail, and it might be a nice fancy floss or a little chart or something. For the 22 and 22 people, you're going to have an extra prize that you can work towards. And if you win a prize and it's an option, like you have a choice, some prizes will have a choice, you could choose to have raffle tickets or a switch it out. So if you're on 22 projects and you really, really don't want to work on this one and you really want to work on this one, you might, if you win one of these prizes, you might get the opportunity to switch it out and say, okay, I'm no longer working on that. This is now the piece. That's a pretty cool prize for 22 and 22s.
Yep.
But you'll always have the choice between raffle tickets and that.
That's definitely so exciting.
Yes. And then for the people like me who are doing Work Your WIPs, what do we want to do? We want to be able to earn some new starts. So we'll have a choice of a raffle ticket entry or earning a new start. And if you're actually like me, I don't want new starts because I'm actually going to be doing no new starts in my Work My WIPs. But I want the choice so I can earn it. And some people really want to earn it. They want to feel like they've done some effort and they've reward themselves with that new start. So that is going to be an option for, you know, some of these games going to have that as a prize. And in the yearly, there is. So I'm going to pass it over to Carla because this is just the best year-long event ever.
All right. So let me tell you, I am so super excited because I kind of just took this from the ground and ran with it. Been working on it for the last couple of months. Lisa jumped in to help me to finalize everything. And so has Nat, has been helping to kind of type everything up and make it so understandable what comes out of my brain. So to get you excited, to tell you where this idea came from to begin with was I want to retire at some point in my life and just travel. And you know where I want to travel to? Where we're all going to travel to? We are going to travel the United States. And what are we doing? I'm going to tell you, because I took this so many ways this Sunday. We are going to travel, and there's 4 different levels based on your stitching. So we could accommodate all stitching, you know, levels. If somebody counts, they don't count, or if you're a stitcher says, I only do 50 stitches, this is for you too. And if you're that stitcher that does 2,000 stitches, this event is for you too. It's very exciting.
Okay.
We're going, go ahead.
I was just going to say, let's just tell them where we're going. We are going to travel around America to visit lots of stitching shops.
We are visiting stitching shops. So I am going to throw this out because I have all the stitching shops that I know of in every state. Whether they're still in business or not, I cannot guarantee. I'm looking for local needlework shops. So if you have a local shop to you, feel free to PM me, send me a message, and I will make sure that stop is on our route. So we are going to be camping, and we're going to decide if we are tent campers, if we are a tow trailer camper, if we're an RVer, or for my other friends, are we hotel hoppers? And we don't do the camping because we don't camp. Listen, Carla's a camper. So we're going to be traveling to shops. We're going to be camping along the way. We're going to be sightseeing in different states. What does each state have to offer? We're going to be sightseeing some of those national parks. We're going to sightsee some events that goes on. We may even find a haunted mansion somewhere. So we're excited. There's going to be pop-up challenges that happen depending on what you are and where you're at in your travels. It is not a race. So I want to stress that it is not a race. This is a year long. Your stitches for this event also count for the other challenge events. You can double dip them. So, and what else was I going to tell you? Oh, we're going to be highlighting our floss tubers. In each state that we go to, we're going to announce where we're at. And if you're a floss tuber, we want you to put your link up so that we as travelers can visit. And we're going to post a comment on your floss tube that says, I'm here from NoNewStarts2022. Thanks for visiting with us on your travels, something to that effect, so they know where you came from. We're also have to talk about shopping because that's what we want to do. And I'm so excited that we are going to be shopping. When you go and you stitch yourself to a shop, you will have a tag and admin and we will spin a wheel. And we have a wheel of goodies from everything from NoNewStarts to silk floss to a chatelaine to Ada fabric, patterns galore. We have, I think, what did I say, Lisa? 25 or
25 items you might buy at every shop. You're going to get a wheel spun for you and you're going to get told, oh, you bought some Ada fabric.
And when you buy Ada fabric, you have to stitch for that Ada fabric because that's what it's going to cost you. Yeah. So you get a spin for every shop you go to. There's some shop hops planned along the way. There is lots of fun things. So, and if you end up with all 25, you get an extra bonus. So it's definitely something to be going towards. And if you end up with extra, well, you know what we do with our extra and we're duplicate items, we pass our stash. So we're going to tell you how to do that too. And we're going to pass the stash. It's all going to be laid out. I don't want to overwhelm you with all the minor details, but I want you to be ready to travel and have fun because we are going to have lots of fun because I am super excited about this whole event.
And it's really good because you go at your own pace.
Absolutely.
And, you know, if you're someone who doesn't want to start at the start of the year, that's cool. You can start it at any time of the year. You may not get all the way around the country, but that's okay. It's no problem. And you're going to go, and for each little each stage, there's going to be, let's just say, for want of a number, 10 stops. They will vary, but let's say there's 10 stops. And so, for example, you're going to, your first stop is 20 miles to get from one shop to another shop in the same state. So you are going to be stitching, if you are a tent traveler, you might be stitching 50 stitches to get there between those shops. If you are a minivan tow camper, it would be 100 stitches. If you are a luxury RV, it might be 300 stitches. And if you're a hotel hopper, well, it's going to cost you 500 stitches. Mm-hmm. And then each one of those little 10 stops in that stage will be along those lines, different amount of stitches depending on the miles. And you basically just do those stitches, you move yourself on. The only time you need to tag the admin will be when you're at a shop and something needs to be done. Correct. So it's super easy. We will be, as Carla said, giving you all the information. The only thing you need to do at the moment is get excited about finding out about new needle workshops. And in December, when it gets to the 21st of December, when we're officially kicking off, you will actually be able to pre-stitch if you want to for your mode of travel.
Absolutely. And Lisa, I wanted to tell the group that some of the shops that I know that I am friends with the owners, I've already reached out to for prizes when we reach them. We're going to do random drawings. Yep. And so you might find yourself in a shop and get a random spin that, guess what? You're going to get an extra bonus. So plus, we're not releasing the whole trip on day one. You're going to get checkpoints. And once you reach a checkpoint, you tag an admin. And that's a great time to update your albums. That's a great time to make sure you got all of your shop spins in. And if you didn't, your admin can spin all of them at that time. And you can do your stitches for that. And then we will release the next leg of the trip. So this isn't going to be a year long that you can just kind of grab it and go, because we want to be interactive. We want to know where you're at. We're going to follow you along in your travels. Not even our moderators know the details of this, because we wanted them to be able to participate as well. So it's only
we're going to
Natalie
be stitching
and
it
I.
too. We're going to be stitching too, but Carla and I know, and Natalie know everything. And so we know what's coming up and whatever, but we're going to stitch along. We're going to decide what we're going to be. So what did you say? You're a camper. So are you going to be a minivan?
I go with the luxury RV.
Yeah, I think I'm a luxury RV kind of girl too.
And if you are one of those people that, I just want to get through it, so I'm going to go as a tenter and I stitch at a luxury RV pace, your admins reserve the right to bump you up and upgrade you to a luxury RV if we feel that fits your stitching style better. Yes. And you'll get more out of the event. So, and
also the rewards you get for raffle entries is linked to what your mode of transport is. So if you want more raffle entries, you want to aim higher. But if you are a person who's working full time and can only get done 50 stitches a day, that's cool. Happily be a tenter and go meander your way through the journey. Super fun. I cannot wait. There will be things happening during the year that will affect everybody, no matter where you are. And there will be other things, as Carla said, that affect you on these stages. So it's really fun. All you need to know is you are going to be visiting shops. And for people like me who do not live in the American nation, we can still do our floss tubes and things. There is a place where we'll be able to do that. There will be random places where they'll be called out for different countries, or in the case of Australia, states, that we will get to do ours as well. So we'll be like, your foreign exchange pen pal.
And we're going to announce it. We're going to put it in the main group where our travelers at. And, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be pop-ups along the way. So as well as sightseeing and camping and shopping and the shop hops, we're going to have pop-ups. We might have buffalo crossings in Wyoming. You just never know what's going to happen. We're so excited. When part of camping is a camp setup, and we can't go camping unless we have our setup. So there is some rules about camping. You have to stitch for your firewood. There's 10 items. You only have to do one per campsite, but you can do all 10 if you want, because that earns you more raffle entries. So, but you can only stitch on a camping item when you're camping.
And if you are the sort of person who likes to take it easy road, there is some passes available.
Yes, there is. So some of our stops may give you a free pass if you have a WIP that has that, or a picture when you were there.
You just never have to play along to find out. We want to keep you working on those WIPs. We want to get you getting those finishes and keep you from starting all the things. That's the mission of NoNewStarts2022. So join us. Look for the links coming up in about another month for the yearly event group. It'll be a separate group coming out of it because there's be so much happening. It's not compulsory to participate in any of our other challenges, but it does give you the opportunity to get more stitches in and to earn more prizes. So tell your friends if they want to join in, but do remember you have to complete one of the main 3 challenges to be able to do all these other fun things.
And that's the No New Starts, that's the 22 and 22, and Work Your WIPs. Those are the 3 main challenges. All these other challenges that Lisa and I have been talking about is just the icing on the cake to help you. Because I tell you, I've done a month with no challenges and my stitches went to crap. Challenges help focus my stitching, and it helps remind me that I've got that project that has a bird on it that I haven't stitched on in a while and I need to pull it out. So really will help you kind of revive some of those WIPs that have been stuck away for a while.
All right. Well, we hope you're as excited as we are. We'll look forward to seeing you. We are really loving seeing all the people who are starting on their albums. Remember, you've got to the end of December, but don't leave it to the last minute. Think about what you want to do with the main challenges. Ask for help. There's question threads where you can ask for help. And as I said, you can also jump on the Zoom. You just have to find the info about the Zoom and message one of the admins, which is Carla, Natalie, or I, and we'll give you the details and look forward to chatting to you in person. Well, Carla, I think we should head over there right now. What do you think?
I agree. Let's go meet up with the gals.
Okay. Happy stitching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.